Hey, what is going on, everybody? Future Jamie here. Welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. What do I mean, Future Jamie? Well, I was actually out in the shed this morning. I've already ripped through a bin from the $6,500 NASCAR Weather collectible buy. We've got caught up on some shipping, so you're going to see me go through some stuff at the beginning of this video. End of the video, we are going to ship a few orders. I'm trying to keep it similar to the last few videos where I'm telling you guys where things are going, showing me packing up a few things, but this one is just a couple things. We're just getting some end of day stuff out so that we can be all caught up on eBay and Poshmark sales, okay? The other thing, you'll hear me say at the end of the video that I need to go to the booth and get my check for Delhi. I've actually already done that. I've opened it up, took a look here. And I will let you know, I pay $50 for my booth in Delhi, which is just 4 different shelves. It's like it's 4 tiers, right? And we wound up getting, so 50 out of my $50 rent, we got $233.64. That $50 has to come out of somewhere. It'll come out of this number, obviously, but we're still making some money. Now here's the only problem. I think I had at least 3 sales this month that were the Delhi prints, which are technically, they're part of my booth income, but they're not in my booth or outside of the booth. So really my shelves didn't make a lot of money, but my Delhi prints did. So as long as the Delhi prints keep selling, I should be able to stay in my Delhi location a little bit longer than April, which is what the kind of projected goal was. So we'll see how we do next month. We've made money this month, but it really has more to do with, I think, the prints than the actual booth itself. But you never know, things could turn around at any time, or you know, they could just kind of stay the course. But we were profitable in Delhi as well this month, so I'm happy about that for sure, regardless of how it happened. Okay, I also had a couple extra orders that aren't going to get shipped out. So I sold some Looney Tune mugs, but the problem is this person definitely does not live in the US. They've got a forwarding, some sort of forwarding thing where you ship to Delhi, and where you ship to Florida and they forward it from there to their own country. But I don't have any direct shipping to the US. All of my shipping goes eBay International Shipping, and I don't think it'll work for this. So I'm kind of like in this weird little window right now where I have to wait 3 days to cancel this order because I don't have a shipping option to the US currently, just eBay International Shipping. So this person has not reached out to me, but I can't see a scenario where they'll be able to pay because I don't have an option for them to get it shipped to them. It's weird that there's that sort of like little loophole in eBay. I don't know if you guys have ever had that before, where somebody from another country that you don't ship to, you've accepted an offer or whatever happens, and now you just can't do anything unless I could send them an invoice, but I don't want to. I just want to use eBay International Shipping on this one, and I don't think it's going to be an option. I also did another sale of a Monster High doll to somebody with like 1 feedback, and I think they sent me an offer. I accepted it, and now I think this is like either a kid or maybe not a real account or something like that. So I believe this one, same thing. I'm kind of waiting it out to get this one canceled. So I would have had a couple more orders. It's been a little slow again. I'm hoping things pick up. We've been listing lots. You'll see in this video that I've got a bunch of good stuff to list again. So, you know, fingers crossed. Let's jump back into the past now that we've took care of the future. Let's get to the past and get into this video. All right, so it's a bit of a rainy morning. I wound up getting all 20 things listed this morning that I was showing you yesterday that we got up in draft, so that's good. I still have all this other stuff from the end of the last video. If you missed that, we went through basically another one of these bags right here. There's some boost stuff in here as well still that I do need to deal with, obviously, but this is all good eBay stuff. Some Hot Wheels and different cars and a few more toys, but I'm still ready to crack open this bin so that we can get some higher value items. This is going to be good, you know, filler, just bread and butter stuff, but we're looking for some better items. Oh, the other thing here is the baseballs. If we kind of looked at those quick, I missed this on top. Kirby bucket, $15. I don't know that it's worth $15. I might throw it in a little case and put it in my booth for, I'll have to comp what a Kirby bucket autograph is worth these days. I think that's kind of cool, but I don't know how many other people would be super interested in it. But maybe it's more popular than I think. When was that? Late 90s, maybe? Kirby bucket? I don't know. So anyway, we are going to pop this open. I'm going to wind up... Whoop, sorry about that. I'm going to wind up grabbing a bunch of stuff, throwing it on here. I'm going to price it out, and then we will come back and talk about the better stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sort. I'm gonna come back, tell you what I'm gonna get things listed for, and we're gonna rip through another bin. Okay, so that's what's left so far. Plus, I've got this guy outside of the box. We're gonna actually wait till tomorrow to go through some of the smaller stuff. I decided just to do the bigger stuff today. Okay, so we got 10 items up in draft. They're already drafted here. This is what I'm gonna list tomorrow. If I have more time this afternoon, I will probably dig through here and try to get another 10 of these up as well. I really like the idea of getting 20 listings up right now every single day, just to really kick eBay in the face and hopefully, you know, get some sales rolling. Okay, so let's talk about what I've got some of these listed for. Some I do have comps for. Some are just going to be listed. Okay, so Bobby Labonte is the first one, and it's actually in this box right here. I'm not going to take it out of the box again because it's in styrofoam, but I'm going to let you know, and I'm going to throw up my listed for this one. I have it listed for $27. Bobby Labonte 2000. Interstate battery, 1/24 die cast. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so we're gonna move down here. Budweiser van. Okay, this one's a little bit better. And I do have a comp for this one. I think a couple of comps for this one. And it's pretty cool, I think. Anyway, I think I could get about 50 bucks out of that one. Is there an actual name to that guy? Ken Van Scheider, something like that. I think that's the driver, 1996 Chevrolet. Next, we have a Benny Parson Victory Lane diecast. So I think that's going to be this guy right here. For this one, for Benny, I think I also have a comp. I think I'm going to get about 40 bucks for this guy. There are some that are listed lower, but this one really, when I took it out of there, it's like not been out of there too many times for sure. Next, okay, this is a really good one. And there's another one similar to this somewhere in one of these bins. This is a Steve McQueen Bullet, 1968 Dodge Charger right here. I'm going to try to get $100 for it. I'm not really sure. There are some that sold for 140, some that have sold for 38. I think the two I'm going to show you on the screen, there's probably over 100 and then an $80 comp. I'm going to list mine for 100 bucks and see if we can get it. This one has the original price tag on it, but the box itself is in great condition. So that was one of the ones I was waiting for. Terry Labonte Kellogg's. Let's see, what are you? Oh, this is the other one, the other van right here. Not a sold for this, but there are some listed very similar to this. So I think I'm going to list mine, this Kellogg's van, for I think 40 bucks. 45 bucks is what I wrote down here. Next, I don't know a lot about this either. This is Rick Mass. This one is going to be sealed again. So it's actually in this box right here. It's in a nicer box with a dust cover. Mine's actually, you can see it says limited edition there. Somewhere it says limited, one of 2340 right there. Okay. I have no idea. I can't find this exact one. There are ones look a lot like this that aren't limited edition. I'm going to ask $60. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. It's one of the ones that was a little bit confusing to me. Next we have a Orange County Choppers right here. It's back here. What is it? Comanche or something like that. This one is in good condition, but the plastic's got a little bit of scuffing on it. There's some box damage. I'm probably not doing it much favors by setting this back on top, but it already has a little bit of box damage anyway. This one, there's sold comps for quite a bit. High 50s. I'm going to list mine right at $50 because I have the box damage with mine. So if I can get 50 bucks out of that, I would be happy. Rusty Wallace, I couldn't find this one right here, only on Facebook. But then when I clicked on it, the actual listing didn't exist anymore. Not really sure because I can't find. Winter Circle's typically not the best. 1/18 is a little bit unusual for size. I'm going to list mine for $39.99 and accept offers. I'm really not sure. Number 8, we are off to... What's number 8? Oh, no, I think Rusty was number 8. I think we're actually already on number 9, which is the M&M's car down here. Same thing. I'm not going to take it back out of this, but it's in a really nice box. I'll throw mine up there. There's not an exact sold comp for this one either, but there are similar ones listed. I'm going to try to get about $40 out of that guy. And yeah, the last thing I got listed here was this Winter Circle flag. The one that I'm going to show you is sold of. The person measured it a little different. I think they put like 27, 29 by 40 or something like that, but mine is 30 by 42. I think they got like $32, $34. Because mine's still in the package, I'm gonna list mine for 38 with offers on and see how that goes. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's 10 really good items. Like I said, later on today, I probably will try to get some more drafts up just using that. In the next video, I'll let you know if there's anything else in here that was really great. I don't know. I'll just kind of show you quick. There's a beer can in here with a koozie. Some more cards, a mouse pad, some Hot Wheels stuff. You know, if anybody, I think we actually have one of these ones, but the plastic is a lot in worse condition than the one we had. So I'll let you know if there's anything super valuable in here. There's a puzzle. This is kind of neat, but we'll look at that later. It's sort of like a little board game or something. But yeah, that's the better stuff. This I didn't look up either. These little figures typically aren't crazy good, but it could be. If I find out that it is crazy good, I will let you know. I think what I'm going to wind up doing now is I'm going to get this stuff set on the shelf out of the way. I have a few orders I'm going to ship out. I'm trying to get most of my work done by noon. It's currently about 11:20, so I've got listings up today. You know, I've got some drafts up for tomorrow. Gonna get a few things shipped out. I need to actually go to my booth in Delhi today. I'm not going to film any of that. I'm going to go pick up my check for the month. I've got a few small things that I'm going to bring there as well. But right now, we're going to focus on getting these last few things shipped out for the day. This afternoon, when I'm filming this, it's, what is today, Wednesday? I want to watch the World Baseball Classic. I stayed up the last few games and watched. Last night, Canada beat Puerto Rico. Tonight, they face Cuba, which you guys probably will already know what happens by the time this comes out. But yeah, if they beat Cuba, they will advance to the next round. So I'm excited to watch that. It's actually an afternoon game, 3 o'clock. So I'm going to try to spend some time watching that this afternoon. Yeah, but first I need to make sure I get all my work done. So let's pull a few orders. All right, we have 3 orders to pull, starting with a pair of, they're Asics, I believe. Let me just jump back over to Poshmark. Asics Soma 4s. We got $34 for these ones, okay? Should be down here. Most shoes these days, as I have not been going to the Goodwill bins recently, are about $8 and change. I think my local Goodwill is $8.49, something like that right now. So between $8 and $9 for the most part. Although I'm not sure about these ones, to be honest. When I jump into Salvation Army, a lot of times their shoes in my local Salvation Army it's like $6 almost always. So I should start looking there again. But yeah, Poshmark. So these ones I think are going, I got the label printed out here. I don't want to show you guys where it's going exactly. But yeah, this one is going to Toronto, Ontario. Not such a big deal on Poshmark anyway. But next we're going to pull an eBay order, and it's a book. If you guys remember, I picked up a bunch of these strategy guides. I think I found them in here. So the one we're looking for is BioShock. Right here, strategy guide. Whoops. This one was an offer. I think I had it listed around $24, $25. And we got 20 plus shipping. This one's going to Calgary, Alberta. So we'll have to make sure that we get this safely out there. Not sure what that's going to cost. Alberta is another one that could cost a little bit more. But, you know, these books have a little bit of weight. Nothing crazy, but we can get this in a small enough package that it shouldn't be too bad. And if you're wondering what I charge for shipping, because I'm not even sure, I think $12. So let me just take a peek here. Let's get, well, act like we're going to get the label here. The address out of the way. Yeah, $12. So I should be able to get that out for $12. Shouldn't be a big deal. North York, Ontario is where this next one is going, though. A pair of New Balance 573 all-terrain hiking shoes. They're up here. They're in super nice condition. Took an offer of $40. They were listed a little higher, maybe closer to $50. But once again, look at the condition of these ones. They're so clean. I didn't clean them for sure. I haven't been cleaning shoes recently at all. I would have paid the same thing, between $8 and $9 likely for these. And yeah, turning it into 40. Happy about that. That's it. I'm going to pack these orders up. So we've got a Calgary order going out. North York, which is Toronto area, and another Toronto one. So those ones shouldn't be a big deal. I'll let you know. I'm going to pack them up. I'll let you know what the Calgary one winds up costing, which is the BioShock, when we get there. But the shoes themselves should be a really easy ship and pack. All right, so I do have the book in here. Decided to use another one of these record mailers. They seem to be pretty good. So, see if we can get it out this way. Just got it in there in a little bit of bubble wrap. And seal it up. I actually got these for free. Whole pile of them. So it's kind of cool. All right, you're gonna get some measurements, or my knife went. Gonna get some measurements on this thing, and we will see what it costs to get it out to Calgary. Weighed 2 pounds, 11 ounces. It's 12 by 12 by 1, right? Dimensions. And then, you know, it's going to go out Canada Post expedited parcel. Once again, I charge $12 for shipping. Right here, Canada Post expedited. We've removed styling protection. It's going to cost me $13.80. Keep in mind, the box is free. I've got all these boxes for free from somebody else. They paid $12, so I'm into this $1.80 on the shipping side. I would have paid, I think, $3.90 roughly for the book. Selling it for $20. We're still making a healthy profit, somewhere between $10 to $14. Happy about that. And yeah, we're gonna get this book out to Calgary. I thought I wasn't going to show you guys this, but I figured I might as well. I did get the other shoes shipped out on Poshmark. So when I'm shipping shoes out in a bubble mailer, if I just take another pair of shoes to show you, I wind up just going like this, end to end, and making a little square. I bubble wrapped around the shoes this way, and then around the shoes then around the shoes the other way to make a complete seal. Then I go around the shoes with tape once, just so that nothing will move around. We'll put these sample shoes back over here for now, make them look pretty later if we cared. I don't think they'll fit in this oversized black bag, but maybe we'll try first. Could be. I mean, it'd be nice. Sometimes I've used 2 bags at the same time as well, but you know, yeah, it is going to fit in there. Actually, a nicer fit. I do have some other bags we could have used as well. And that's it. This is just the alternative. At the moment, I don't have the proper box, and I did want to get these out. I do not want to have to go travel to get one, and I think this is fine. It's flat. It's not going to move around. These shoes aren't leather. They're not going to get scuffed up or anything. I'm going to get measurements in this one. It's going to Toronto, so I don't expect it'll cost very much. But yeah, that's how I'm going to ship up the shoes today. Both pairs went out just like this, just in case you were wondering. All right, so it is about 11 a.m. I'm on track to be done for the day in time to watch baseball. So I do have to go to Delhi to my booth. You'll leave all that out of the video today. It's rainy. It's, you know, kind of still warm, which is nice, but I need to get home after we go to the booth in Delhi. I have to edit this video for tomorrow for you guys. What else do I have to do? I might have a few cards that I need to ship out still today. Other than that, you know, like I said, I think I'm going to be on track to be done early, which is going to be nice for a change. And I think we're going to end this one right here. If you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.